The Woman Dylan Wang Lost. Before we dive into this story, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a cinematic journey of heartbreak, revenge, and redemption. The night Shen Yue discovered the truth, the world around her seemed to stop. For months, she felt Dylan Wang slipping away. The late-night excuses. The secretive smiles. The sudden distance in his eyes. But nothing could prepare her for the truth she finally uncovered. Dylan Wang, the man she had loved with her whole soul, was having a hidden affair with Bai Lu. Her heart didn't just break. It detonated. The betrayal stung like fire under her skin. She felt foolish, small, disposable. Feelings she never imagined Dylan could make her feel. But pain has a way of evolving. And in the echo of that heartbreak, something sharper emerged. Not tears. Not desperation. But resolve. Because Shen Yue would not stay broken. She would not bow to the humiliation. She would not allow Dylan to walk away as if her heart meant nothing. No, she would take back her power. And he would regret ever losing her. That's when she made the call. To the one person the industry whispered about. The actor known for his intensity, charisma, and quiet danger. Li Xian. When he answered, his voice was steady. You? It's late. What's wrong? Shen Yue inhaled sharply. Dylan cheated on me. With Bai Lu. Silence. Heavy. Electric. Then Li Xian spoke, low and controlled. What do you want me to do? Her voice didn't tremble this time. I want revenge. And Li Xian exhaled a slow, knowing breath. Then let's give the world something they'll never forget. Their plan was simple. But devastating. Appear together. Laugh together. Let the world wonder. Let Dylan watch everything unfold. The first day they met publicly, cameras exploded with flashes. Shen Yue stepping out of Li Xian's car. Li Xian leaning in as if whispering something just for her. Shen Yue smiling, really smiling, for the first time since the heartbreak. Social media caught fire. Is Shen Yue dating Li Xian? Dylan Wang reacts to viral photos. Bai Lu responds to scandal rumors. Meanwhile, Dylan watched the news like a man drowning. He expected Shen Yue to cry, to chase him, to break without him. He never expected her to rise. And definitely not with Li Xian, a man who embodied everything Dylan suddenly hated. The revenge grew deeper. Producers began offering Shen Yue and Li Xian roles together. Directors raved about their chemistry. Fans demanded more of them. And every poster, every interview, every rumor twisted deeper into Dylan's gut. He tried to ignore it. But the jealousy was suffocating. Shen Yue wasn't just moving on. She was glowing. She had become a woman beyond his reach. The final blow came at a gala event. Shen Yue entered in a shimmering white gown, Li Xian by her side like a king guarding a queen. She looked confident. Radiant. Untouchable. Dylan froze when he saw her. Memories crashed into him. Her laughter, her warmth, her devotion. All the things Bai Lu could never replace. He pushed through the crowd. You, please, he said, breathless. Talk to me. Shen Yue turned, calm and steady. What is there left to say, Dylan? I made a mistake, he whispered. I miss you. She held his gaze, but there was no softness left. You didn't just lose me when you betrayed me, she said quietly. You lost the version of me that needed you. Li Xian offered his hand, waiting for her. She took it. And that simple gesture shattered Dylan more than any scream ever could. Shen Yue walked away. Not with anger. Not with bitterness. But with dignity carved from the ashes of her heartbreak. Because she no longer needed revenge to hurt him. Her transformation was revenge enough. Her strength was revenge enough. Her happiness was revenge enough. She was no longer the girl Dylan abandoned. She was the woman Dylan Wang lost. Forever. Part 2 begins the moment Shen Yue walks away from Dylan at the gala, her fingers interlocked with Li Xian's as they disappear into the blinding camera flashes and echoing whispers behind them. The world around her was changing, and for the first time in a long time, Shen Yue felt the shift inside her too. The pain Dylan caused wasn't gone, but it no longer controlled her steps. She had taken her power back. That night, as Li Xian drove her home through the quiet Shanghai streets, Shen Yue rested her head against the window, watching the passing lights blur into soft streams. "Are you all right?" Li Xian asked gently. "I thought revenge would make me feel satisfied," she whispered. "But I don't think I'm done healing yet." Li Xian nodded. "Revenge gets their attention," he said. "Strength keeps it." Shen Yue closed her eyes. "Then I want strength." The days that followed became a whirlwind. Producers fought to cast Shen Yue and Li Xian together, sensing electricity between them that wasn't just acting. The industry watched as her name climbed higher and higher. She was no longer the actress defined by a broken heart. She was the actress who had risen from it. Meanwhile, Dylan's world began to crumble. The affair with Bai Lu, once a reckless thrill, now felt like a chain around his neck. Paparazzi trailed him. Fans criticized him. His reputation bruised. Producers quietly removed his name from future projects, not wanting to risk backlash. But none of that compared to what hurt him the most. Every time he unlocked his phone, there she was, Shen Yue, laughing in rehearsals with Li Xian, glowing on magazine covers, stepping into premieres with confidence that left him breathless. She looked happier without him than she ever did with him. He tried to call. He tried to message. He tried to find reasons to run into her again. But Shen Yue had closed that chapter completely. One night, he stood outside the studio where she and Li Xian were filming their new drama. He didn't want to cause a scene, he just wanted to see her. Maybe a glimpse. Maybe a moment to apologize properly. Something. But what he saw froze him. Shen Yue stepping out of the building, wrapped in her coat, laughing softly as Li Xian draped his jacket around her shoulders to keep her warm. Their eyes lingered on each other longer than friends. They walked side by side, relaxed, comfortable, connected. It hit Dylan then, not as a sharp pain, but as a devastating truth. She wasn't pretending anymore. She wasn't using Li Xian to hurt him. She genuinely trusted him. Leaned on him. Let him stand where Dylan once stood. She had moved on. And Dylan felt the final collapse inside his chest. Shen Yue didn't look back as she and Li Xian disappeared into the waiting car. That night, a new rumor spread across the industry, quiet, whispered, uncertain but irresistible. Maybe Li Xian wasn't just helping her heal. Maybe he was becoming something more. Weeks passed. Shen Yue's drama with Li Xian broke streaming records before it even aired. Their chemistry was undeniable, electric, and raw. The public loved them. Directors praised them. Media declared Shen Yue stronger, more mesmerizing, more unstoppable than ever. But what the world didn't see was the quiet shift happening inside her. There were moments, tiny ones, when Li Xian's presence felt different. The way he looked at her lingered. The way he listened, really listened, softened his expression. And when she finally allowed herself to feel something again, she realized the truth. Revenge brought her close to him. But healing made her stay. On the final shooting day, as the sun set behind the empty studio lot, Li Xian approached her with a simple question. Do you regret any of this? She shook her head. No. Because I found myself again. He smiled slightly. And did you find anything else? Shen Yue turned to him, meeting his steady gaze, and for the first time since her heart was shattered, she felt safe. Maybe I did, she said softly. Maybe I found someone who helped me stand again. Li Xian didn't rush her. He didn't reach for her. He just stood there, giving her space to choose. And she did. She stepped toward him, closing the distance between them, not out of pain, not out of retaliation, but out of quiet realization. This wasn't about Dylan anymore. This was about her finding a new beginning in a place she never expected. As the last light faded across the horizon, Shen Yue made her choice. She took Li Xian's hand, not for revenge, not for show, but because her heart had finally healed enough to hold someone again. Meanwhile, miles away, Dylan sat alone in his apartment, scrolling through her newest interview. She was smiling, radiant, free, and stronger than he had ever seen her. And as he watched her, the truth settled heavy and permanent inside him. He hadn't just lost Shen Yue. He had lost the woman she became without him. The woman who rose after the fire. The woman who found her strength. The woman he would never, ever get back. He had lost the last and best part of his life. And it was too late. Shen Yue had walked into her future. And Dylan Wang remained buried in his past. The story ends there, with her moving forward, finally whole, and him learning the hardest lesson of his life. He lost the love he never thought he'd lose. He lost the woman he underestimated. He lost the woman who outgrew the pain he caused. He lost the woman Dylan Wang would regret forever. Don't miss the next cinematic journey of love, heartbreak, and power. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to follow stories that will keep your heart racing and your soul inspired.